I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you just a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading.
The romantic tension between Yuri and Ricky.
Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does.
Just like me, for real.
Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Wow, we got the Rizzler over here.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
Psychologist. But Steve, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything.
Ricky, you're fucking it up.
Oh, am I?
No, Ricky, you're gonna lose her. You gotta.
Oh, I'm fucking. Okay, I see. I thought
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was fucking reading it.
No.
Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Baka?
That's not what she said.
What are you saying? What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, wait, no, that's you.
me.
Yeah.
No lines for you.
Fuck, I don't get anything.
Why does James have two girls?
I have two
Casey-
girls, he has two
Casey-
girls.
Oh,
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh yeah, the poems. Almost forgot about that. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
Ow.
Alright,
That's so
I
stupid.
guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I guess, I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? We just wrote 20 words.
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Oh,
Casey.
fucking finally! I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their own bag, into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?
Okay,
I
not to
swear
be
to
that
God.
guy. Not to be that guy. It's definitely pronounced Natsuki.
Who cares?
We don't care. I think
You're,
we're pronouncing
you're
it slightly
being
different.
that guy.
God, Ransom.
Look,
You
I'm
come into
just,
our
all I'm
Let's Play.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
You come into
We
our
have
Let's
already stapled her name as Cookie. That's what it is.
Hey,
Hey,
okay,
we even
fine.
got her
Hey,
accent down.
so, do you get to name the main character, or did y'all choose to name him? Is he just actually
Steve.
named Steve?
It's
That
Yeah,
Steve
he's
Harvey.
he's Steve Harvey.
This was
yeah.
Casey's choice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember if you get to see all of them, but just pick who you want to show the poem to.
Monica.
Pick whoever you
Uh,
want. This is the first time
Monica.
we're showing poems. By the
Ricky, do you have a preference?
How about
way. We've been hanging out with Yuri the whole time. Let's pick someone else.
Sayori?
Okay.
Is that fine?
That's fine. Either one.
I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
You ready, Casey?
This is a good poem, Steve. Are you sure it's your first time?
Why'd she look like that?
She's
Of
just like
course.
that.
It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time?
You wrote 20 words. Well, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Steve. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something what? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yeah! Oh. Now you're reading my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
I get to test your literacy.
So
Here's
do
a
I read
question.
this because it's my poem?
I would. Yeah.
Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Why was the first stanza not rhyming, but the second one was?
She said she wasn't very good at it. God, don't judge Ransom.
How
Just
hard
do
is
your
it to
best.
do AABB? She didn't get right once.
Ransom, not all poems are AABB.
Why don't you write a poem, Ransom? Huh?
I could probably write a better one than that.
Absolutely not.
Also,
We'll give you-
y'all
I'll
keep
give you a
saying
little-
you only wrote 20 words. Did you get to write a whole poem?
That's
No, you get the
No.
20 words.
We
Oh,
picked
okay.
Alright.
You're writing a poem.
click outside poem error to continue.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
She's
Well-
just like Casey for real.
At least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
This is Casey.
I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
You say yeah. Why? But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
So we do get to see more.
Heck yeah.
Who do you want, Casey?
James, you want to read, or do you want me to read?
We can take turns, so
Okay.
Monica or Yuri next.
Monica.
Yeah, Mia wanted Monica.
Doki.
Yay.
Hi, Steve. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Just like Ricky for real, for real. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Did we get to see our poem or no?
Don't worry, Steve. You'll find out.
Okay.
We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, I'll save you anticipation and just say no.
Damn it.
I hand Monica my poem. James, I'm beginning to think you did trick us into a 10-hour regular-ass visual novel.
6 hours later.
Wholesome visual novel.
James, what did you tell them?
Nothing. Basically, almost nothing. I said it's not very long. It's a famous visual novel. It's got its
What
quirks,
do you
but
mean
I
it's
picked them
not
specifically.
very long?
It's not very long.
Took me like 48 hours.
Were you
I
reading
didn't
at
even-
one word an hour? What?
And I didn't even finish it. I had to take breaks.
Mia, you're a liar.
Dude, I'm not even joking.
Mia, are you sure you're not dyslexic?
And I even put the type speed, word speed thingy all the way up.
Do you have it on auto? I mean,
let's just keep going.
mm-hmm. Great job, Steve. This is like 20 words. I was saying ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Is it, though?
I don't know why you put the word papa in here. It makes me question your...
I thought she actually said that.
I thought
for a
she
second.
said that too.
James keeps doing this shit.
I'm not sure why. I didn't expect to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, especially the weird stuff. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Get good. Don't worry. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
Then I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot.
That is a sentence.
It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. This is good advice. Ah. Doing a fake little laugh is actually kind of hard. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of this meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
Great job.
Thank you. I wrote it this morning. Sorry, the thingy. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. As a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was
Did I perform it okay?
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you, Monica. Thanks for listening. Tilde?
So...
It's your turn, Casey.
All right. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
God. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me.
That hurts.
It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
You want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can... The fuck is that? Okay. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Good job.
Nice and sweet.
Thank you, Casey. Wonderful.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am.
Why are you so... Oh, sorry.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well... Because... Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it's hard, but it hits you hard. That hits so hard. Like in this poem.
Eagles can fly. That's...
Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
We're learning so much about poetry.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect... I think I've been doing her wrong. It's fine though. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
No, you said you were going to do her in your normal voice.
No, not the voice, her emotions and stuff, conveying her.
You're learning.
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
No, Ricky, I don't want to be that guy, but it's Natsuki.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah, Casey, come on, dude. We already established. We always said Natsuki.
Wait,
Come on,
Ransom, you're here? When did you get
Hi,
here?
Ransom.
I will
Ransom.
make myself more known if need be.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah.
Alright, so Yuri is...
Yuri time. We're all real big Yuri fans here in Flaccid Entertainment.
Not me. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be back. Y'all keep going.
Okay.
Wow, that was a continuity break just now, guys. Because Casey previously introduced himself with "I love gay females."
Are you waiting for Casey or?
No, y'all go ahead.
Oh
Hey,
shit,
um,
I thought she was saying this. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Oh. Did I just say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Oh. He's going to hate me. Did you just read those parentheses out loud?
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Nani? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow. That's a huge compliment coming from you.
Literally just opened a book and picked 20 words at random.
This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. You're the last one, so Natsuki can be a little biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. What do you mean? What? I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her.
So is this Carter self-insert?
Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Oh god, okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Good job.
Thank you. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. You do.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Yeah? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Ghost Yuri? Yes. Oh, who? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Steve.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Yes, good. You need to become better at understanding symbolism.